Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Christian Rose, of course, who will drive the 32 AM Racing Ford this season in the ARCA Menard Series. How's it going?
It's going good. I mean, this is a fun time of year. I'm sure it's busy for you too, and it's just that kind of year where everybody thinks the off season's the off season. It's downtime, but it's actually, I find this the time that's really go time. You get the little bit of downtime in the racing season, but Monday through Friday for leading into Daytona, it's a thrash on sponsors and making sure seats are right, belts are right, getting all your equipment and everything in. So it's good. I'm just ready to get down to Daytona. I'm ready to put that stuff to the side and have everything squared away and climb in the race car.
Yeah. So talk about just how it's been the last few weeks, of course. With the test, how did the test go? Because apparently you guys really like what you had.
Yeah, so we didn't go out there and cut a lap. We learned a lot, but I really liked how our car, handled that. That's really what last year we went out there and cut a lap, and we were, I think, top five on the board day two. And we had the speed and the pace in the draft, but just really couldn't get to the front. And I made some rookie mistakes and some stuff like that. And this year is really comforting knowing that we had a car that was it just handled. Like, I could suck up in the draft. I could pull the group around that we had, and it's very nice to work out a few kinks and stuff, and just get working with the guys that we're going to be with all year. And it was just I'm very happy and appreciative of ARCA still doing that test, and let's go down there and let somebody like me, when we're going to a new team, kind of transition to the guys you're going to be working with, learn new voices on the radio, iron all that stuff out before we get down to the race weekend.
Okay. So talk about also, there's been another big change since the last time we talked. You are now a dad.
I am a new dad. Yes, sir.
Or some baby River River Rose. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's been a dream, man. That's awesome. I mean, I appreciate you bringing that up. Wife's doing good, and he's a blessing. That's the way I would tell everybody. You always stress out leading into the first one, I feel like, and this is our first, and trying to figure out the daily routine and having him cooperate sometimes is not the easiest thing, but he's just it doesn't matter how tired you are or all the long nights that you have, you hold him, you go home from the race shop and pick him up, and just makes everything go away. Whether it's a good day or bad day, it just zones out to him. So it's really cool. It's special.
Yeah. So, I know we talked a lot about this the last time we had you on, but getting ready for Daytona, getting this opportunity, what has it been like after really the test? What have you guys really kind of done to get ready for next week?
Yeah, I mean, it's been business as usual, fine tuning, going back and looking what we could do better, what I can do better, how we can go down and put the best foot forward, because we're running for a championship. So to go down and make a statement at Daytona is going to be great, but also coming out with points, right? We're wanting to come out of there with a car in one piece and do our job and make sure we come out and don't wind up 30th, and putting ourselves so far back in the points right out the gate. So just kind of focus on that kind of things, working on team bonding, working with the new guys and learning everything. And everybody's been so amazing at AM from the top to bottom, working with me and understanding what we're trying to do. And that's just been awesome. It's been a great opportunity. These guys they're dialed in. It's not a play around kind of deal. It's we're going to go and we're going to put our best foot forward, and we're going to try to come out and prove the world wrong here.
Yeah. So who's your crew chief?
So Pickle. He was over at Young's. He came over. He's been just awesome. Really been fun to work with him the last couple of weeks. We had DJ down in for the test, and he was incredible. He's going to stay on the Xfinity side, and Pickle came in here, and it was just bonding right off the start. He's my kind of guy, and very, very easy going with the flow, but also can jump on you if you need it. And I think we're going to work really well together this year.
What's the biggest type of track that you need to that you would like to see improvement at? Obviously, you're new to a lot of these places, but is it short track? Is it ways, mile and a halves,
right?
Courses, dirt tracks.
Yeah, I think for somebody like me who's been doing this for 5 years, I can be better everywhere I go, right? But the ones I really think I need to really improve on are short tracks. That's something. It's an art of passing. It's an art of when everybody on the racetrack in the top 10 is running within a couple of tenths of each other, and especially the top 5 or 6 guys are running within the 10. It's very hard to pass. So you got to find a way to utilize setting somebody up, and it's an art, and it's something I've got to learn and be better at, and saving equipment a little bit on the short track side. The places we don't use a lot of brake pedal are places I feel comfortable, really comfortable. Pocono, Kansas, Charlotte, Daytona, Talladega, those places, those are places I'm comfortable and feel like we're going to be really strong this year. It's the short track stuff I've got to work on the most. To answer your question.
Yeah. So what's the track that you're most looking forward to?
I'd have to say Kansas and Pocono. I'd throw Phoenix in there too. I like all 3 of them, but probably Kansas, going there twice. I think that's a real opportunity for us. Pocono is a place that we took to right out the gate and having the test day there too. And there's a test day in Kansas this year. So both of those places are places I'm really looking forward to. And then I'd say something new is road course racing. Watkins Glen's a place that's a beautiful racetrack in a beautiful area. And I'm looking forward to the challenge of getting off on, going right for a difference or for a change.
Obviously, it's at Daytona. Field's going to be her numbers close to 40. So what's it going to be like having all those cars out there? What's the biggest thing that you guys need to do to have a solid result and get the win?
Really qualify. That's really going to dictate the whole weekend, I think, going down there and putting a lap down. Last year we qualified, I think, 20th or 21st. It's really hard when you get mired back into traffic like that to find a way to work your way up front in the ARCA field, just as much as it is in Truck City or Daytona, like navigating the pack and the draft and the way the air manipulates the cars. And you got a lot of inexperience in ARCA tracks or on the ARCA race. There's drivers that are doing it for the first time, and then you got drivers that are going to be out there doing it for the 20th time. So there's a different level, but I think that for us to really have the best shot at going out there and having a shot to take the checkered and run up fronts, qualify up front, go put a lap down on Friday and try to stay up there.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be an interesting race next week. Christian Rose, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season at Daytona. We'll check in with you throughout the year.
Yeah, Casey, I appreciate it. Like I said, I come on every time. That I'm very impressed in what you do, and you work your butt off, and then I appreciate that. For somebody that has to go work his tail off to get where I'm at, you admire it when you see it from somebody else, and I appreciate you having me. Thank you.